Hello, good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Theodorus Jevon Nugroho. I am student of Vocational High School to Wonosari. I am from class 12 Medicine A. Today, I like to share about my experience in doing working practice of industry or pregreen. Preface. Thanks to God who has given his grace and guidance so that writer can finish industrial employment practice report or pregreen organized by SMK Negeri to Wonosari for approximately 2 months. This report is a manifestation of the responsibility of the writer in writing of the completion of the students' work practice. Because of the coronavirus outbreak, everybody should stay at home, work from home, and school from home. In completing this report, the writer have received help and guidance from the various parties. Without the help and guidance of various parties, perhaps the writer will get the difficulties in the preparation of this report. The writer would like to say thanks to both parents who have given their blessing and mandate. Mr. Ahmad Darmadi as the head of SMK Negeri to Wonosari. Mr. Bambang Budi Pujana as the head of the committee and all the organizers of the organizing committee pregreen SMK Negeri to Wonosari. Mr. Arif Yunianto as a supervisor of pregreen. Miss Yuana Liverita Godianti as an English teacher. The writer also realizes that in writing this paper is still far from perfection. Therefore, criticism and suggestion from reader are needed by the writer to improve their skill in report writing. Chapter 1. Introduction. A. Background. Employment practice industry or pregreen is a process of learning by deploying students on an agency company as one form of education and training activity from student that combine education in school with education in the industry, which is obtained by performing work practice directly and directionally to add specific expertise. In accordance with the result of the observation of an study of the Directorate of Education and Vocational holding pattern in SMK, not explicitly able to product graduates and expertise. It can be seen from the learning conditions are not conducive to generating a professional workforce because professional expertise a person is not measured by the acquisition of knowledge and the technical works, but it must be equipped with a real mastery of the way to work. Because the coronavirus, practice industry or pregreen implemented in school and not in factory. School make policies so that street vendors are still implement but not outside of the school and still adhere to health protocol. B. The purpose of pregreen implementation. Industrial work practice or practice is a system of learning is done outside of teaching learning and carried out at the company or industry or agencies that have been determined. In general, the implementation of the industrial work practice program aimed to improve the knowledge and skill of students according to their field, selling down to real work situation and so forth. Implementation of industry work practice or practice at SMK aim to products a quality workforce. The workforce has a level of knowledge and skill in accordance with the demands of the working world, strengthening the compatibility between vocational school and the world of work, improve process efficiency and effectiveness of education and training, provides recognition of the experience as part of the educational process. Chapter 2 Result Presentation. A. Activity. The industrial practice was done in SMK Negeri Wonosari from Agustus 2020 to September 2020. During the practical activity of industrial work in Kiai Haji Agus Salim Street, number 116 Ledok Sari, Kepek Wonosari District. Gunung Kidul Regency, Yogyakarta Special Religion 55813 do a fair amount of activity every day. Be make a flower shelf rack. The division of work groups is selected randomly by the coach and each group contains 6 to 8 people. The objective are randoms so that students can collaborate with other people which can later be applied in the industrial world. The division is expected to help speed up work competition. Product planning are as follows. Choose the product to be made. Create a product work plan. Create a product working image. Make a product work schedule. Division of product workmanship. Material used consists of iron bagel size 8 mm and 5 mm, plastic putty, iron pan and thinner electrode. Product workmanship. The product that our group is working on are flower racks made of iron rods with a size of 8 mm and reinforcement and 5 mm rails for pots. B. Result obtained. As long as I practice in SMK Negeri Wonosari, readers get a lot of insight and knowledge that has never been writers get during the school day. Include the following is the experience I got from the street vendor was being able to use a welding machine properly and know how to weld properly. Arrange financial management and divide the work schedule it making it. Chapter 3 Closing. A. Conclusion. During the industrial working practice, writer gets a lot of valuable knowledge and experience. The purpose of work practice itself is to create students who have high work ethic, has a high skill and considerable ability to the work directly in the community. B. Suggestion 1. For school. It is expected that school can improve the material and guidance so that students are better prepared to carry out the workplace. The school should put the student practice on workplace in accordance with department or expertise. 2. For students who will practice, usability and appearance as possible. Keep your good name and secret against working practice protocol implementation. If there are things that are not clear, ask the supervisor. So, this is my working practice of industry or background. Thank you and good morning.